Hey everyone, I'm Yvette Lloyd, host of Life Her podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you all for the love and support that you give to the podcast. And also, I want to be a lot more transparent and as well as share more solo episodes. I want to share my experiences over the 17 years of me being an entrepreneur and also my experience of my ups and downs because Lord knows, we all know that entrepreneurship is not easy at all. So, me being transparent, making help someone else, I'm just working on exactly of me, just being more vocal about different things, which I struggle with for so long. Even just creating a brand with just me of myself and sharing more information that's needed when it comes to entrepreneurship and also just being you, being yourself. A lot of people struggle with that because they look for acceptance. And with me, I really don't care. I don't care who likes it. I don't care about any of that stuff. It's just the fact of me actually feeling comfortable and feeling like my content and everything that I have going on is meaningful. So it's more or less me being a lot more hard on myself. However, I want to share more of most of just everything like literally everything as far as what I've ever done and just take some of my pain moments into my life moments, my loss, my grief, my setbacks. Even when I turn them into fuel, I turn them into my purpose and for my wealth and also for the woman that I am today. I am a completely different woman than I am today than I was when I first started Life Her podcast 5 years ago. And if you've been following my journey, or if you even thought back of being new here and you rewind back to listening to my other episodes, you can hear different experiences and emotions and things that I have been through over the years. And one of the two main things is well actually three losing my mom, losing my husband, and also losing my business. And not only that, I don't even do my janitorial company anymore either because that was something that my husband started and I had to like refocus and take a lot off my plate from actually having that business. And I just want to invite people to listen all the way through and share some of my toughest seasons. And I know some of us may be going through our toughest seasons right now, currently, or some of us just getting through it, or even just learning how to navigate them all the way through. So I am working on something, and this is going to be one of my first episodes to actually share more of it on a weekly basis. And it's called the Millionaire Shift. Um, I'm creating an amazing brand for this. It's going to have ebooks, courses. We're going to have group meetings, workshops. I'm going to offer so much for everyone to actually just come in and just be their authentic self, which is so important because sometimes we find ourselves in spaces where people aren't quite realistic. You know what I'm saying? People always want to fabricate who they are, and instead of being who they are and just being comfortable with who they are, you create a whole group of people being pissed and not feeling accomplished. I want to be in a room where somewhere where everybody is actually learning something instead of you actually just taking my money or taking and wasting my damn time for me to actually get through something or even create a better mindset for myself or another set of comfort or peace and everything that comes with as far as growth into becoming a multimillionaire or a millionaire itself. So it takes a huge shift when it comes to you stepping into that moment. And it comes with mainly focusing on yourself, figuring out who you are, your surroundings, mainly, just being around certain people and everything. But I really honestly, I didn't really learn too much as far as those different things, as far as emotionally, mentally, even my physical and spiritually. My connection really came and it gotten even stronger when I lost my mom and my husband, because watching someone leave so quickly, so unexpected, is very hurtful. It changes you in many, many ways. And when it changes you, people don't understand you. People, the things you say as far as expressing yourself, they can say, if you need anything, come to me. Those feelings and everything, no one won't understand unless they've been through it. So I found it very difficult to navigate, and I had to find my way to make myself feel better and for me to actually get through life itself, because I thought I was losing my own life and going to be with them. So when I did that, I had to realize my purpose here. And a lot of times we really don't know our purpose, because our purpose lies within, maybe if you have kids, maybe if you have a husband or somebody like very meaningful to you, or you find yourself that person to help other people all the time. And that was me. I was that person. I found myself just drowning into other people's mess and not my own. So once I shifted that mindset, and I started to shift myself into thinking about everything that I had going on, everything that made me feel hurt, or anybody that pissed me off, or anybody that helped me become a better version of myself, or just anything that had to do with me. I started to write those things down, and writing those down, it like literally turned the light bulb on for me. And I realized that I was so hurt and so numb and so much in pain, to a point it affected my health. And I felt like I was slowly killing myself on a daily basis. So me doing that and trying to run a business, trying to keep my head straight, I wasn't even thinking about my business. I was damn near about to lose my other daycare because of me not really caring about nothing. Like I just didn't care anymore. So I had to always, just talk to God. Like I had to talk to him on so many occasions, to a point my personal relationship with him is just so strong now, to a point I am fearless. I am absolutely fearless of anything. I know when he wants me to stop. I know when he want me to go. I know when he say this is not good for me. I know when he say don't let that get to you internally. And I realized that I took a lot of things in internally when it really wasn't even that serious. So once I started to shift all of these different things, I always felt like I always had to be the strong one and I could never fall apart publicly. And I was falling apart right before my eyes, and it's so crazy because people could be so freaking cruel. And on my daily basis, I didn't realize I was gaining weight, but other people noticed that I was gaining weight. But it took a stranger on social media to tell me how I was looking. I couldn't even get mad or feel some kind of way to take that too personal. And that's another thing. We can't take things personal because a lot of people got their own personal issues. But this individual was telling me that I looked fat. And I'm like, man, I ain't never had nobody actually just tell me this before. And I started to just look at myself because I never noticed it, because I was so drowned in my grief. I was so like deep into it, to a point I didn't even notice how my health was getting horrible. I have never been the size that I was. And when I started to realize that, I started to want to make changes, because I was gaining feet swelling, hand swelling, blood pressure high, sugar. I was getting any and everything possible. Even my heart was even bothering me. And I knew right then and there I had to make some changes. And once I started making these changes, and once I started to really like dive into Yvette, I started to see another part of me that has always been there, but could never bring her back. And I really worked so hard to bring Yvette back on who Yvette is today. I'm still working on myself, but I'm for damn sure not the person that I was when I had lost them. And it was even as far as me like building my business, I had to really just get myself back together before I got my business back. And I started to make all these changes within my business, and something told me it was like a lot behind my home. And I'm saying, like, man, I would really like this lot. I really want to own it. And I told myself that I wanted it years ago, but I never actually took the proper steps to do it. So it took me about 2 years to purchase this land that's behind my home. And I've literally spent $400 on this piece of land, and it was $200 for one lot and it's 200 for another, because it's two different parcels on it. So once they told me I got it, because they had to send through a whole process of foreclosing it and making sure no one wanted to claim it, that was the neighbors and all of that. No one responded, so I knew this lot was meant for me. And once I got it, I'm saying, like, man, I am so good at so many different things. Maybe I need to start getting myself into real estate more. But then I realized I want to get into real estate, but I've never done anything to establish my credit. Like, I literally been a business owner for 17 years and I've never gotten any loans. I never had any credit cards. I never had nothing. I was literally spending my own money with every single thing that I was doing in my life. If I needed anything in my home or anything for my personal self, or giving away things to people and everything, all of my finances was going out the window. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, I done spent literally thousands and thousands, maybe millions of dollars towards other people, things on myself, things on my home, but I've never really invested. So me taking that leap out on faith and investing and purchasing this land was something so meaningful for me. But then I wanted to get more into real estate, because I'm like, wow, this is like some major wealth right here, because I could really do something with this. I could literally get my home back, because my daycare center is sitting in my home. I could get my home back and I could literally put my daycare in another space that's on the same lot. And I could just really navigate and grow wealth from there. And the fact that my home is paid in full, blessings to my mom leaving it to me, it's like a blessing. And I want you guys to know, like, literally, even though I spent all of my finances, I'm not in debt either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in debt to a point I could I got all these credit cards and loans that I have to pay off. So it's a difference between having good debt and bad debt. And that's like where I'm in between right now. So it's like I really need some good debt in my life. And that's the journey that I'm on right now. And just realizing that I've really been building something off survival mode for so freaking long. So it's like starting Life Her podcast was actually a light for me to actually keep going, which I have been even through my grief. I've been keeping going, but I still been having conversations with other individuals, and it's giving me therapy. It's giving me hope. It's giving me love. It's giving me a whole journey. So I appreciate all my guests that's been on my podcast, because them not even knowing, you guys are helping me become a better version of myself. You're helping me get through my grief at the same time. So creating a space where others are transparent and they're in their healing phases, and they not even knowing that's why I'm here too, just listening to them. So it's like starting and to turn my whole story into a whole system now when it comes to ebooks, it comes to coaching, it comes to real estate and just different things like that. I'm really excited about this journey. So it's like I want to experience so much as far as letting people know more on how I built my daycare center and how I kept it running and how I shifted into multiple streams of income, and even just my shift project all along. But one of the things that I really want to share with you guys is my Africa trip. I am going to Ghana. I'm really excited about going to Ghana because listen, this experience is literally a retreat. It's probably like at least 16 of us women that are going, and we're going to learn real estate in Ghana. And I remember some years back, I was telling my Facebook audience that I wanted a place in Africa, or I was thinking about moving to Africa. But me knowing that I have the means to travel back and forth and also give myself many opportunities, I'm excited about this trip, and I'm actually leaving on Tuesday, and I wanted to drop this episode before I leave because I really want to share my experience with you guys. I want to show you the different videos and everything of me being there, taking a trip to the motherland. And I'm really excited about this because it's a healing journey for me, and it's like me having wealth and being able to do this. It's a blessing. It's a true blessing. And my podcast has evolved so much. Like my it has grown tremendously. My listenership has increased like crazy, my downloads and everything. And I really appreciate you guys. And I really just want to really step into Yvette and let you guys know more of me and what I have going on, things like that. And I just want you guys to know and feel comfortable and know that you can cry and still build. You could scream and still build. You could do many things and you could still build a platform that's for you and your audience, and sharing different things about yourself. It could help someone. Even if it helps one person, it's meaningful. It's something so helpful for many of us to be able to do. And I just really appreciate it a lot. I appreciate God so much because he has gotten me through so much and I've been needing it like so bad. So it's like faith, strategy, and freedom is there. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to have faith. You have to build a strategy for you to be able to get out of it. You got to have counseling. You got to have an outlook on what makes you feel better, what makes you feel good to be able to elevate in your career. And I know it's like I smile publicly, but a lot of times I fall privately. But I also know that what happens when you trust God, trust yourself, and also decides to like build anyway. Listen, it is powerful. It is so powerful, you guys, and you have no idea how powerful it could be for you and how you can elevate. And I just want you guys to continue to hear my journey and even watch my journey on YouTube. You are more than welcome to subscribe and share with your friends and family. I swear I'm going to show all the ins and outs of my Ghana trip. I will be there for 10 days and it's going to be a hell of an experience. And I want you guys to also look out really soon. It isn't going to drop until August, but the Millionaire shift is going to be a shift for even if you're a millionaire already, it's like you can still relate to someone and you could speak to someone. It's nothing like having transparency with someone that has the same mindset as you, or someone that has been through the things that you've been through, and you could just hear them, and so you know that you ain't crazy. Or so somebody just been through something. But I really want you guys to take heed into this, and I really want to see you win. I have always been a genuine person, but what I realized over the years is people do not like being treated right. So it's like when you treat somebody right, they look for you to do something wrong. And then when they feel like you've done something wrong, they will treat you like pure crap, like you just ended the world for them or something. And just having boundaries when it comes to people, I had to pray many, many times to not like people at all, because being on an entrepreneurship journey, I could say one thing: I got to a point where I just don't like people. And I really had to pray that spirit out of me, because everyone isn't the same. But what I have noticed is that once I aligned myself and healed myself in that space, I started to attract people through my spirit, through my energy. And once I shifted my energy and healed from that process, that mindset that I had, now I am attracting people that are like myself, that are loving like me and think like me and don't give a dang about different things that's going on in the outside world, because you could find yourself trapped and caught up in so much chaos of other people's lives that has absolutely nothing to do with you. And once you shift that point and you block out all of the negativity, and knowing the fact that this does not have nothing to do with me, I don't have no business carrying on somebody else's burden when I'm dealing with my own, and I have other things going on in my life where I want to become the better version of myself and process and do different things that is so freaking amazing. You will start to feel better. And that's where I'm at. Like, I'm in such tunnel vision to a point. It's a lot of things that's just not meaningful to me. I really, literally, wholeheartedly don't care at all. If you're not talking about something that's going on good in your life, or something that you want to do, and you're making the moves to do it and not looking for me to hold your hand to do it, or even just speaking life into someone in your life, because sometimes you could always be the voice and the reason in somebody's life, but nobody is important into you. And I've dealt with that many, many years, and now I'm on a journey of looking for people that are also pouring into me just as much as I'm pouring into them. But just please be careful when you are seeking and looking for different things like that, as far as people pouring into you or going back and forth. Just know that you can't match energy with them, because you could be marrying a demon. That demon could be the mirror of your vision, and you don't want to go in the same direction as them, because a lot of people carry these different things into their lives, and you not knowing you are marrying something just like that, and you are blocking your own blessings. So make sure being true to yourself and always being you, that's what matters the most. And I really hope and pray that um this will help you in many, many ways. And I can't wait to you guys actually follow and watch my journey. And I appreciate y'all. And make sure you tune in and subscribe on all major platforms. Have a blessed day.